Hello, everyone. Welcome to the ServiceNow Pilot podcast. Today, I'm pretty excited to start the journey with you because in this episode, we'd like to introduce you to the topic of ServiceNow and the main goal and the main topic of the whole podcast. So today, with my guest, Marcin Tyburski, we'd like to explain to you the whole ServiceNow platform, what it is, how it may help you or not, and the story behind it. So I'm glad you're here, Marcin. Could you please introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners to our podcast?
Yeah. Hello. I'm a little bit nervous, guys, but no problem. Not a normal situation for me. Yeah. Hello, Marcel. Thank you for having me here. Yeah, I'm CEO of SPOC, ServiceNow partner. We help our customers implement and maintain this technology in their environment. That is our main goal and mission of the company.
And you're completely focused on ServiceNow, is I
Yes,
believe.
Yes. We are 100% focused since 2010, so it's quite a long time.
And how did it start, actually? Because probably you bumped into this product a long time ago, as you were saying. The SPOC is in the business from 2010. So how did you find out about ServiceNow platform? How did it start?
Yeah. The story is quite simple. In around 2008, I was looking for a new ITSM tool which would be different than the already existing systems on Polish market. Yeah, I'm an entrepreneur, so I tried to build a business around service management, which I've realized that this might be another big or yet another big game changer in IT industry. So I found ServiceNow on the internet, to be honest. First of all, the system was able, the demo of the system was able on the internet, so we just log into the system and you were able to see the interface and how it works.
So at that time, you didn't have to download the system into your computer?
No. Yes, certainly one of the differentiators of ServiceNow is the idea of that the tool is available only through a web browser. So you don't need to install any client or anything like that, which at the time was really a modern approach to in software delivery, because we were living in an era of a client server.
Mm-hmm.
ServiceNow was the first one which you may completely use over the internet. That was really a game changer. The other thing is which also was interesting to me is that the system was built on modern technologies like Ajax.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, really a game changer. So I fell in love in this technology, and in 2009 I attended to ServiceNow conference, knowledge conference in London, and then I really realized the value of this ServiceNow, which then I must say, I realized that this is not just only ITSM tool. It is a platform that enables you to build applications for different use cases, where ITSM is just only one of them.
Wow, that's interesting that the company, the technology itself stems from ITSM and then it grows, because recently I've checked while doing a research to this episode, I checked there are many products of ServiceNow, for example, for project department, for HR department. So this company really grows, and I would like to follow up on this topic. Imagine I am a CEO of a company that produces something. How it may help my organization? How it may help my processes?
Yeah, imagine you are a customer who reach out to a company, to the company, ask about the product, ask a question about the product, which eventually creates a customer case or customer service, engage customer service, and this customer service needs to or initiate a dialogue with sales and marketing department to eventually change something on the web page. What happens? I would say the first thing is that these environments or the way the departments and these different individuals were they do not have a common ways of working or common ways of communicate. So that is a challenge. The second challenge would be that these departments, they usually use their own tools, set of tools. They keep the data in their system of records, which they maintain individually. And at the end, they do not have one single way of working, which you can imagine that such case should have a streamlined work that flows among these departments, and at the end provides a value to the customer who asked this question first. So I would say, imagine, or let's take another example. When you are a new employee coming to the to company, which we need to onboard you. And such onboarding process usually goes across different departments like HR, IT, and the department you are working in, so there may be office also and so on. So there is a lot of work to do. This work can be done manually through emails, spreadsheets, IT systems, and so on. But the experience, the way it is managed is quite low. Yeah, so you as a new employee may struggle to have everything on time or have a understanding where you are in this journey. Yeah, and so by having these two examples, imagine you may, instead of sending emails or spreadsheets or whatever it is, you may start a digital workflow which will support you in all the steps in your journey. And I would say that is the value which ServiceNow provides to customers.
Yeah, that's interesting because I believe, the onboarding example is really simple to think about, because I believe everyone was in this kind of situation when they entered a new company and you had many systems or even an Excel spreadsheet where you have to just tick on the places where you've been or you collected some information. So if I understand you correctly, so this tool helps you integrate everything within one platform. So you can have a clear view for both from the management point and from this example employee point to see the whole path of the onboarding. Or
in general you can imagine that ServiceNow supports workflows across different departments and across departments and individuals within the company to provide value to requesters or people who ask for help, and that's one thing. This immediately reduces the cost and the amount of communication that is needed to provide such service, which quickly create additional value, and that's one thing. The other thing is that for each ServiceNow is one platform, and as I said at the beginning, that you can have different applications built on that, or you can use out-of-the-box applications delivered by ServiceNow. And because of this integration, it enables you to look at your company from different angles or different perspectives, and provide different type of engagements, which normally will be difficult, because we have a tendency at the company to work in silos, because that is also the model of our organization structure.
Yeah, I believe the HR department is taking care of themselves. For example, logistics department, IT department, they're looking for their systems. And yeah, that's great that you brought the integration topic, because I was wondering, every department in a siloed company has its own tools.
Yeah.
And how can it communicate with each other?
Yeah, of course, it's not a new topic or a new challenge we try to overcome, and I believe that even if when I started my career, this topic was already on, or let's say, already visible to IT managers and IT teams. So we try to build different integrations, different connections between the tools. But what's important is that these integrations still keep data siloed, and still the experience of working with such, I would say, vertical workflows that goes across different departments. That remained challenged. With ServiceNow, we changed it. We said, okay, we will integrate all of your legacy tools, all other systems you have into one platform, and through this platform, we will give you this experience of working across departments. And so that is I would say a game changer in the way users, customers, employees, agents, whatever you name it, they work in the system.
And apart from the integrations itself, what would you say are the key benefits of the ServiceNow platform, and why should I invest in this tool?
All right. Okay, let me follow up on this with a story of one of the HR managers I had a chance to speak recently. She said to me that Marcin, to manage our HR operations and also to help our employees and managers do their job, we have to use 6-7 different tools, which for each of them we have to go and take some of the information we have about our employees. So, for example, trainings, the other skills, at the other, the let's say payroll and all these topics, which means we spend a lot of time on maintaining this data instead of being, let's say, on field, working with our teams, support them in the work days, in the normal work and so on. So I would say we said, okay, this is possible to simplify your environment, and by having only one tool, which if we need anything else from the other tools, we can integrate. But you as a manager and your employees, they will use one single tool with a great experience, great interface. We will simplify this complexity you have behind that, to which then will drive you to value, to more productivity and more efficiency in the way you work. And she said, "Wow, that's nice. I didn't know that it's possible." Yes, it is possible. So first of all, simplification. The second, the experience, and the third, which we should also mention, is the, I would say, organizational agility. What does it mean? About a part of the ServiceNow already built products, we also, maybe let's say it differently. The only constant thing in your environment, in your organization, is a change.
Mm-hmm.
The companies changes evaluate all time. So there must be a technology that will keep up with the evolution of your company, provide you with a speed to deliver new functionalities or deliver new requirements which your business requires. And ServiceNow, by using the low-code AI, different scenarios, and also our out-of-the-box products, gives you this agility, which is really a big benefit to customers.
Okay, so summing that up, it would be a simplified experience for workers, employees, or even customers. Also, the agility to keep the organization up to date.
Mm-hmm.
And the third, also can automate some workflows. You can make it quicker to do some tasks. For example, mainly the more administrative ones, which are I believe everyone hates.
That's true. Yes, I think in the terms of automation, imagine that you could remove, let's say, half of your spreadsheets, Excel sheets, emails, and so on. And instead of that, you can put this on one platform with case management capabilities and workflow management capabilities. So you can run your own processes, which you have an informative reports that enables you to improve these processes. This is not possible when you use emails, because emails doesn't provide such functionalities like SLAs or stage management and so on. Yeah. So it's much more difficult. And ServiceNow provides these automations, provides these functionalities, plus through different automations like RPA, for example, so robotic process automation, or generative AI, or any other machine learning type of functionalities enables you to automate in a purposeful way, which provides efficiency in general.
Yeah, especially the generative AI, which is, I believe, in mouth of everyone, especially in 2023, when you have this ChatGPT who can do many things. And I believe when it will be implemented to ServiceNow, it can even make it easier somehow to do some processes and to hit the workflows.
Yeah, in fact, it is already. The new release, Vancouver release provides a couple use cases when generative AI supports or even make it more productive the way you work on ServiceNow. But maybe we'll talk about this more in next step of our conversation.
Yeah,
so I believe that this is I'd say even a separate topic.
Yeah, before we jump to the newest updates and the future of ServiceNow, I wanted to ask you how, as an organization, I can start with implementing this such tool. Because, for example, I have several tools. I want to, as you said, get rid of them and create the one platform that may improve my workflows, automate something. And how should I start? What would be the first thing that I should think of before even deciding of implementing this tool?
I think that the first you should ask yourself where I would like to be. Yeah, so when you can define the ultimate goal, this will enable you to define when you should start. I think it's, you may think it's quite a philosophical approach to such a simple question, but the issue is that ServiceNow can support the organization from everywhere, starting from HR, IT, risk management, security operations, employee experience, and so on and so on. It's a lot of, let's say, directions you can get in. So you have to decide first. According to my knowledge, a lot of customers, they start with service management and technology workflows. Don't know exactly why, but I may predict because ServiceNow, the first ServiceNow big product is ITSM. So it's, I would say, natural, and currently ServiceNow doesn't have any, let's say, big competition within this, or maybe I should say it differently. ServiceNow is really a leader in service management, so customers will decide to go.
Yeah, recently I saw the Gartner report when I could see that when it comes to IT service management products, ServiceNow is really the top platform and is a leader. So I believe that may be a main goal to start with the IT service management.
Yeah, exactly. So but again, we have customers where let's say the entry point was different, like HR, for example, or customer service management, or risk management even. which currently more and more customers also ask about ESG solutions, which or ESG and capabilities which may be supported by ServiceNow, and they are.
Okay, so this tool, so firstly you have to think of the main pain points of your organization, then think of a tool that may help them.
If I can interrupt you, because what is when you think about the goal, your ultimate vision, by my experience, sometimes we meet with a customer and or with a prospect and start discussion around ServiceNow, and customers they say us, oh, we have these pains, we have these issues, we have these problems, and I try to say that it's not only to solve your current issues, it's only to set up a roadmap or a vision. What would be your next step? Yeah, because sometimes this vision may be not big enough to start such a product like ServiceNow journey, and then it is better to fix problems, but also see the next step.
So regarding the next steps, the roadmap, I believe you have to be very mature organization to start with that. So would you say that ServiceNow platform is for everyone, for every company, or?
In general, yes, because every company would like to have a better user experience, efficient processes, lower cost of operations, and so on. And all this, let's say, all these points of any CIO agenda, they are super important. But on the other hand, ServiceNow is better situated for mid and larger enterprises, where the function, I would say, the technology which ServiceNow is built on creates economy of scale, and then you can see the really a power of ServiceNow. So, yeah.
What do you mean by like big company?
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, I may say that. So, for example, in IT, I would say that in Poland, we usually address ServiceNow technology or IT service management technology with at least 50 employees in IT department. Yeah. If you think about other technologies or other use cases like HR service delivery, you might say that around 1,000 employees would be a starting point for ServiceNow. Also, because at that level, companies realize challenges which ServiceNow can address. In smaller environments, this might be simple or don't even exist, such challenges.
Okay, so when you have a small organization, for example, a bakery or something like this, you can be more agile within this organization and you can handle some potential problems by yourself, actually. But when it comes to huge conglomerates, media companies, or I don't know, very huge logistics organizations, you have to deal with problems in a huge scale.
Exactly, and then improvements in efficiency, in your process efficiency, just a small changes, or building better experience, better integrations, and so on, creates a lot of let's say additional value. Yeah, I'd say realized in real money. And ServiceNow, for example, provides a value calculator, which every customer can go to ServiceNow webpage and search for value calculator. And in this value calculator, you can provide let's say the basic data of your company, size, number of employees, industry you're working in, and ServiceNow this calculator can provide a possible based on different benchmarks value which you can get from out of this technology. So
That's
I'm
in
telling you to build that.
I believe people who are watching this may be interested in the games in that calculator. So, is it on the ServiceNow page?
Yes.
Yeah. So before entering that topic again, you can switch to this calculator and see the value in numbers, I would say. And following up on this topic, because we talked about how ServiceNow platform may help my potential organization. I don't have one, but it may help maybe someday. But we cannot say that ServiceNow is the only tool. There are probably many competitors, especially when when we were saying that ServiceNow has many products, many applications. There are competitors. So how ServiceNow stems from them, maybe differentiates from the others one.
Yes. So as I said, there are more than 30 out-of-the-box applications and systems and sites available from ServiceNow, and for almost for every or each of them, that there is a very good competition, and there are very good products, very good competitors to which ServiceNow I would say compete, but also sometimes also cooperate just to bring more value to users. And so competition is everywhere, but no one really has the potential of ServiceNow, which is one single system of engagement for users, system, one single workflow, which can span across so many departments and so many use cases that ServiceNow already covers. So that is a big differentiator, and I would say ServiceNow set a new category of workflows of engagement for employees, users, different personas in the system. So not really at least I don't see it now. The competition which can threaten ServiceNow as the concept for now, at least. Yeah, I would say the real competition might be ServiceNow itself.
You have to explain it. You have to explain this topic because it's so obvious to say. So.
Yeah. Oh, why? As I said, I'm in this ecosystem for almost 15 years, and when a company becomes successful and grow very fast, you have the company should stay humble, should stay innovative, and it becomes much more difficult when you are a leader and you have to set a scene. And I saw a couple of examples during my career when company grow very fast and then something happens. What I see in ServiceNow, they still maintain their values, which are from, let's say, from the founder perspective, and this is solid. So maybe a little bit philosophical that this is they become their own competition, but hopefully, or I can see that it's quite low risk at the moment.
Okay, so the ServiceNow should keep the same path as they started. They should keep the same mind and the same mindset, and of course watch out for other competitors, especially the product-minded ones.
Yes.
And earlier, regarding the enhancements, the improvement of the platform itself, you mentioned something called Vancouver release. So probably is the name of the new release, the upgrade. So how is it changing? How the ServiceNow has changed in the last 15 years?
Okay, so first of all, Vancouver is the code name of a release which is generally available. Was generally available in Q3 this year, and the ServiceNow names every release let's say, based on the name of the city, starting from A, and now we are at V, so A, B, C, D, and so on. Yeah, so now it's Vancouver. Next release, which is going to be issued next year during springtime, will be called Washington.
Washington.
Yeah, Washington. So you asked me about the change. Yeah, the change is, sorry. Yeah, again, significant in terms. We started with ITSM, and now it's so many products, and it's really difficult to keep up with all the news updates, new functionalities which appears at new release. So I think this. Sorry.
Yeah, take your time, no problem. We are in hurry. We don't hurry.
Yeah. So in just for Vancouver release, we have more than 1,000 different updates, new products, and so on. So as I said, it's really difficult to keep up. But I think that there are some significant which we may say this again is they are game changers on markets in terms of ServiceNow capabilities. So I will already mention generative AI, which this year is really on hype, I would say, and everyone everywhere talks about that. We even said that with colleagues when we were on the on different conferences, that if you hear a AI or generative AI name or word and you take a shot, you would probably be drunken in just 10 or 15 minutes for sure.
Yeah, this was a great drinking day.
It is for this
year, especially when you see some conferences for other companies, like I don't know, like Google or someone, the generative AI and AI is almost everywhere.
Yeah. So again, I think there is a big promise but also big expectation of the generative AI, and ServiceNow took it seriously. How we can apply technology, AI, let's say in general AI technologies into ServiceNow technology or environments, and machine learning and categorization technology. We already have in ServiceNow in different options like prediction, prediction is I would say the most important case. And now generative AI appears with so ServiceNow cooperate or work together with NVIDIA company, but also they build their own large language models, and you can leverage both either let's say publicly available large language models like ChatGPT and integrate to ServiceNow to support it, or you can NVIDIA and ServiceNow their own models. They use it for their internal purposes just only to support. Let's say they're not public, yeah. So so they become more secure, which we all know that some of the public ChatGPTs or let's say large language models they create also some of the security issues. So ServiceNow tried to address it internally, and in Vancouver release we have three, say, big steps or use cases which we may see. So starting Vancouver release, we see the evolution of chatbot or virtual assistant in at ServiceNow. So now it's called Now Assistant. So it's a combination of agent chatbot. I would say on steroids, because they have really this large language model gives us additional value. So three examples. Data summarization. What does it mean? Imagine you have a case which goes across different departments, and for each of these in each of these departments, someone does a job or provides some information in the ticket, and then this ticket arrives on your desk. So you have to pick it up and maybe try to, let's say, put another step in the process. So by this data summarization or ticket summarization functionality, AI does a short summary with the most important steps in this ticket resolution. So you don't need to walk through or go to each of the resolutions and so on to see where we are in the process. Very useful, very productive solution. Second, a big one is ability to automatically build knowledge-based articles based on the set of tickets or set of cases which you would like to, say, put into this knowledge base. Again, we all know, I used to work also as IT support technicians. I know how much time and how painful to all of us is to build knowledge article, keep it up and date, and so on. So now AI is going to do this on my instead of me, which is great, which is super, I would even say. And the third one is the again functionality or generative AI with ability to text to code, which means that you can prompt the ServiceNow as a developer. You can do this, and ServiceNow will generate a code for you, which is in the context of ServiceNow. So it's not a JavaScript; it is JavaScript for ServiceNow. So again, very very powerful solution. We already know that there are existing technologies like this, like for example, GitHub Copilot. But this one is, I would say, a ServiceNow Copilot type of technology for ServiceNow. So it's really, let's say, AI plays the big role in this release, but it is also already put in a proper context.
Okay, so AI is coming to the ServiceNow. ServiceNow is welcoming artificial intelligence. As you may see, our viewers and listeners, the AI is going to be everywhere, so be prepared for that. And okay, so there are huge changes across the whole 15 years or even more across the whole platform. And you mentioned that the updates are coming alphabetically, and we are now at V. We are going to the W. What's after Z? I want you to imagine yourself as a fortune teller at this point, because probably as we can agree, it wouldn't end on the Z letter. It will continue to grow. So if you could, for now, just lick your finger and from the wind, predict the future of ServiceNow, how would you say it would look?
It's really hard to do this. Imagine in 2022, no one really thought that there can be a ChatGPT. And just a small amount of freaks and geeks across different universities, they were aware that something is coming in, but not in general publicity. So I may rephrase or say it in differently. First of all, I would like, it's not a prediction, but I would like to have a Polish name of the city as one of the releases of ServiceNow. I don't know if it's going to be in the first iteration, but maybe second one. We believe that ServiceNow will start new releases again from A, B, C, and so on. So no, I'm not trying to say in the Polish city, because maybe I should say, maybe it should be Poznań. Guys, we are from Poznań, so why not? But But what I see, ServiceNow set that really a baseline or a basic, very solid technology of workflows and integrations among departments. And what we see from the last couple of years, that cloud technology and cloud platforms, they become more and more industry specific. And ServiceNow already took this approach with the technology. So it is not just only departmental type of products like HR, IT, customer service management, or security operations, or project portfolio management. It is also the direction that you may have workflows for insurance in insurance companies, where they have very specific workflows. The same is for banking. The same can go for manufacturing and so on. So it is ServiceNow invest a lot of to build such industrial solutions, and I believe that in coming years this become more and more feature rich and more value out of these systems, because again once you have every data, but also the let's say the experience, the same experience across these different departments, this creates more and more value and efficiency and reduce costs, which again is on the CRO agenda.
Yeah, I think it's reasonable because you may have HR or project department. I don't know why HR we are still talking about. Maybe it's the easiest topic to bring.
But also very important.
Yeah, it is very important, exactly. But you have HR departments across many types of industries and organization, and you have to be onboarded in a completely different way. As you mentioned, the insurance is completely different industry than telecommunication.
Mm-hmm.
Different workflows, different even terminology itself. So yeah, I believe it's completely reasonable to go it that way.
And imagine Vancouver release. With Vancouver release, there are two new products available from ServiceNow. One is called clinic assets management, or clinic device management, which you can manage the life cycle of any clinical management equipment, and try to apply a field service management on the top of it. So field service management is already there. I mean, it's ServiceNow since a couple of releases, and now you have not just only workflows that let you do or fix or maintain these assets, but also you understand what's the difference between clinical one and the normal one. I would say in clinics, there are, I think, special security measures, special environments which you need to maintain properly, and it's not just the same as servers in our IT department. So it's again purpose-driven industrial solution out of ServiceNow. The other example would be something more related to our ecosystem or our even Polish use case or Polish environment. I mean, solution for shared service organizations, which we have many in Poland. Accounts payable process now is fully supported by ServiceNow in their, let's say, portfolio of products for shared service organizations.
Yeah, it can be beneficial. Okay, so we talked about the start of the ServiceNow. We talked about how it may help my organization and why even should I invest in it. We've talked about some releases that already came. So the platform looks as it looks right now. we also predicted, or hopefully predicted, the future of ServiceNow. I'm crossing my fingers that it will be a good prediction. We could have bet on that.
Yes, actually, let's see what would be the next industry ServiceNow would cover.
Yeah, because the world is changing so fast that they need to really be up to date with the research. And as we are nearing till the end of this episode, I believe it was very beneficial for all the listeners of this podcast, because I've learned a lot, and I hope you also learned some new things about this platform. Or even if you are searching for a new tool, I strongly believe it was for you a great way to start researching about this product. And before even setting up with this podcast, I wanted to connect all the episodes together. So I would like to ask one question to each one of my guests. So because I can have from the same question, I can have many answers. So what do you like the most about ServiceNow?
Let me think a little bit.
Yeah, take your time. And if it's
okay, yeah, I think ServiceNow remains solid with their core values when they decided to build technology. What I mean by that, you may imagine that once company grows, that they acquire different technologies, different other companies. But ServiceNow always does one thing. They build technology and rebuild this to ServiceNow. So it is still one single platform with one data model, one system of engagement, one integrations, and so on. So it creates a solid and predictable platform with so if you learn how to use the ServiceNow, for example, in IT service management, you are very much familiar in a way when you log to the portal for your HR cases. So it's all in one single, let's say, experience. And ServiceNow still, and I believe that is one of the pillars of success, is that this is one solid built technology, and not just only integrations between products they bought to their portfolio. And so I really like it, and I think that is one of the pillars of their success. The second, I should say one, but the second is really a vibrant community in ServiceNow, which is let's say on a global scale, of course, but also in Poland. We have really a good community of enthusiasts of ServiceNow, geeks, developers, consultants, and a lot of free guys like us, for example. So these two things, I would say.
Yeah, I can see that ServiceNow people, let's call them, are very passionate about this technology. And yeah, thank you for this answer. And I'm grateful that you were my guest for the first episode.
Thank you very much.
For the ServiceNow pilots. And yeah, I hope you'll get back to us at some point, because I believe as you have been with this platform for a long time, you have many stories to tell. So I'm looking forward to have another meetings with you. And
yeah, would be very great to again jump into this studio.
Yeah. So yeah, you're welcome. And for our listeners, I would also encourage you to leave your comments below, because from your perspective, we can address some other topics that you might be interested in. Of course, we strive from the feedback, and we want to grow, especially when it's our first episode. So leave your comments. Don't hesitate to reach to us with any question that you may have, and see you in the next episode.
Thank you.